The rumored team to be interested, the Heat. That could be a team the Cavs face in the playoffs. How awkward would that be?
I mean, I saw that report. I'm not saying that's not true. Maybe that is a case. There's another team that I've heard that I'm paying closer attention to. That's the Phoenix Suns, which would be in the other conference. And remember, James Jones was Kevin's teammate for years, and they won the title together, who runs the Suns. So I keep an eye on the Suns, too. The Suns still have a roster spot, and, but the league is good. This just happened. So the league is still digesting this news. So let's just see how this develops. Sometimes in buyout situations, and I want to be extraordinarily clear with what I'm saying, okay? Sometimes. I'm not saying in this situation. Do we understand that?
Yes.
Sometimes in buyout situations, especially when you're talking about a potential playoff team, there is discussion about where the player is going to go sign, because you don't want to pay a player to play against you.
Right.
So while I don't, and again, this was just asked yesterday, and in my discussions today, I don't get the understanding that this is a finalized deal. To be clear, I think they will get there. But one of the things I think the Cavs would like to know is potentially where Kevin might be interested in playing, because the last thing you want to do is have him come into a game 4 and hit 2 3-pointers on you, so that you're paying his salary, or the lion's share of his salary. So let's just see how this plays out, about where he goes. But that's secondary to what I think, which is I think that they're headed for a split after 9 seasons, and the last link to the title team.
Shifting gears here, we know that the stars are in Utah, but there are several stars that are also sort of figuring out what their future is looking like in the NBA, including Russell Westbrook. What's the latest on that front?
Russell Westbrook continues to talk with teams about a potential landing spot if he were to do a buyout with the Jazz. He's talked with the Bulls. He's talked with the Clippers. One more team, I'm told, that he's expected to have a conversation with here in the near future. The Washington Wizards, of course, the team, he spent the season on before he went on to the Lakers, had some success with them. I think right now the Bulls, I'm told, they're pretty engaged in the idea of bringing Russell Westbrook in. There's an opportunity with the Bulls if he wants it. I think the conversations with the Clippers a little more complex. This is look at a Bulls team that have lost 6 in a row. They've dropped out of the play-in, and they've been listless. And I think the idea of bringing Russell Westbrook's energy into that team, into that locker room with a coach and Billy Donovan, who's has been with, familiar with, I think it makes sense for the Bulls. But I think the conversations with the Clippers, I think those have been ongoing to see, is there a fit for both sides? But I do think Russell Westbrook's going to take a little more time on this decision, and he can do that here with the All-Star break. Remember, he just has to have a buyout from the Jazz by March 1st to be eligible for a postseason roster wherever he signs.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports. Happy Friday. And as you just saw, Kevin Love might be going to Phoenix. We'll get into that in 2 seconds here. But Russell Westbrook, this guy right here, he most likely will be an LA Clipper. Change locker rooms. Now, the reason why he's going to do that is because, obviously, you guys know, 4 teams are interested in him. The Wizards, the Bulls, the Miami Heat, and obviously the LA Clippers. He met with them yesterday, Thursday, and at the end of the day, this morning, LA Clippers are waiving somebody. So come on. It's the most obvious thing in the world. You got Russell Westbrook, you met with him, and the next day you actually waive a player to create room for an additional player. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going on. Russell Westbrook most likely will be an LA Clipper. 100%. That's just my prediction. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. But I think he's going to be an LA Clipper. And as you just saw, Kevin Love was rumored to go to Miami Heat. But, like the whole Terrence Ross situation, the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams, and that new owner, I can't remember his last name, they pretty much told him to come to Phoenix, right? Terrence Ross was about to go to Dallas, said he was going to sign with Dallas, and then all of a sudden he comes to Phoenix. That's the exact same scenario that might happen here. Kevin Love is rumored front runner to go to Miami Heat, but all of a sudden might just end up going to Phoenix Suns. So that is the big picture here. And it looks like the LA Clippers, they beat the Phoenix Suns last night. And at the end of the day, the LA Clippers, like I told everybody from the beginning of the season, these guys are legit. They have all the talent in the world. I know everybody was saying that, oh, they're on a 12-game losing streak back in December. Kawhi is constantly being out. But at the end of the day, you have to consider the fact that he is actually feeling pretty good. They have the talent around him. They let go of Luke Kennard. I don't know. I still don't agree with that. Luke Kennard is awesome. Luke Kennard, Reggie Jackson, and they brought in some pieces. Will Russell Westbrook fit in with the Clippers? I believe he will, but is it the best thing for his career to go with the Clippers? Only time will tell. I think he'll have more minutes in Miami. I think he'll have more minutes in Chicago, where they're desperately needing him. But LA Clippers, as you just saw last night, they really, really don't need Russell Westbrook because they're playing pretty good. And quite frankly, if they get Russell Westbrook, you got to consider them as a title contender, 100%. I know a lot of people are saying Phoenix, a lot of people are saying Denver, but at the end of the day, you guys got to take a look at the Clippers. The media doesn't talk about the Clippers as much. I'm not sure why, because Clippers are for real. Like, this is one of the best Clippers teams I've seen in a while. And if they get Russell Westbrook, and right now they're feeling healthy. But if they get Russell Westbrook, then yeah, you have to consider them as a title contender, right? I wouldn't consider Dallas a title contender just yet. I need to see Luka and Kyrie play more. Kevin Durant, obviously, going to Phoenix makes them an automatic title contender. Denver is just unreal. Then you got some other teams like Memphis and whatnot. If Zion comes back, then you got the Pelicans. If the Lakers can get their stuff together, but they got a tall task on that end. But regardless, Russell Westbrook to the Clippers, and Kevin Love most likely will end up with, I've seen it before with the Terrence Ross situation, he'll end up in Phoenix. So we got ourselves the Wild Wild West. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. Will Russell Westbrook be a Clipper by the end of the weekend? And will Kevin Love be a Phoenix Sun by the end of the weekend? Leave a comment in the comment section. This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.